Fasten your seatbelts, folks. It's time for a behind-the-scenes look at the world of air travel. Ever wonder why the cabin lights dim during takeoff and landing? It's not just for ambience, it's a safety precaution, allowing your eyes to adjust to the darkness outside in case of an emergency. Speaking of emergencies, did you know that pilots can't have big bushy beards on some airlines? It's not about style points. A thick beard can interfere with the seal of an oxygen mask. So a clean shave could actually save lives at 35,000 feet. And while we're talking fashion, leave those flip-flops in your carry-on. Sturdy shoes are a must on a plane. In a swift evacuation, you don't want to be navigating a slippery exit slide in sandals. Plus, imagine stepping on something sharp. Ouch! Finally, you might grumble about the chilly cabin temperature. But it's not just the airline being cheap on air conditioning. The cool air is there to prevent hypoxia, a condition that can occur at high altitudes. So pack a sweater and be thankful for that cool blast of air. Ever notice how planes don't fly in a straight line on the map? Nope, it's not your imagination. Pilots navigate a complex network of airways, much like highways in the sky. These airways factor in the Earth's curvature, wind patterns, and even restricted airspace. And while we're picturing those smooth flight paths, let's talk about landing. Those Hollywood scenes of pilots effortlessly landing massive planes. Not quite reality. Landing a jumbo jet is a delicate dance with gravity, requiring intense concentration and precise maneuvers. Speaking of concentration, ever wonder what happens when a pilot needs a bathroom break mid-flight? Here's a secret. It's not as simple as popping to the lavatory. When one pilot leaves the cockpit, a flight attendant must join the remaining pilot. Safety first, always. One more cockpit curiosity, that little peephole in the cockpit door. It's not just for sneaking snacks. It allows pilots to visually confirm the identity of anyone requesting entry, adding an extra layer of security to the flight deck. Want to up your comfort game on your next flight? Choose your seat wisely. While the front of the plane might get you off first, the seats near the wings offer the smoothest ride. Less turbulence, more relaxation. And speaking of comfort, let's talk clothes. Skip the tight jeans and opt for loose-fitting, breathable fabrics. Not only will you be more comfortable, but you'll also reduce your risk of developing deep vein thrombosis, DVT, on long flights. Hydration is key at any altitude, but especially on a plane. Combat the dry cabin air by drinking plenty of water. Skip the sugary drinks and alcohol, which can dehydrate you even more. Your skin and your body will thank you. Lastly, bring your own entertainment. While most airlines offer in-flight entertainment, having your own movies, books, or podcasts ensures you're never bored. Plus, it's a lifesaver if the in-flight system is on the fritz. Section 4, the mystery of the mile-high meal. Ever wonder why airplane food gets a bad rap? It's not just about the quality of the ingredients. Our taste buds and sense of smell actually change at high altitudes due to lower air pressure and humidity. This can make food taste blander than it would on the ground. Add to that the constant hum of the engines and the dry cabin air, both of which further dull our senses. So, that delicious smelling pasta might not be as flavorful at 30,000 feet. It's science, not just bad catering, but there's hope for the mile-high meal yet. Some airlines are experimenting with new techniques to make their food tastier at altitude. Think bolder flavors, more aromatic spices, and even dishes designed to retain moisture better. Bon appetit! In the meantime, pack your own snacks. Nuts, dried fruit, and even a sandwich from your favorite deli are all great options. You'll be grateful to have familiar flavors on hand when those mile-high cravings hit. Section 5, beyond the flight deck, hidden wonders and unsung heroes. Let's step off the plane for a moment and appreciate the unsung heroes of air travel, the ground crew. These folks work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure your flight takes off and lands safely. From baggage handlers to mechanics to air traffic controllers, their dedication keeps the world flying. And speaking of hidden wonders, ever notice those little winglets on the tips of airplane wings? They're not just for show. These aerodynamic marvels reduce drag and improve fuel efficiency, saving airlines money and reducing emissions. Ever heard a series of quick, repetitive knocks coming from the cockpit door? Don't worry, it's not a secret code. It's likely the pilot signaling to flight attendants that they're ready for takeoff or landing. Just another day in the fascinating world of aviation. So, next time you buckle up for a flight, take a moment to appreciate all the unseen forces at work. From the science of flight to the dedication of the ground crew, air travel is a marvel of human ingenuity. Safe travels.